Welcome to Daytime Ottawa here on Rogers TV. Oh my goodness, the good weather just around the corner. We're so excited in this city because so many things happening. And what a great show, by the way. Some familiar faces, some new faces on today's show. And a familiar face for many of you out there is my first guest, Chef Kenton Leier from the NAC, joining us on the show to talk about some incredible things you guys are doing there at the NAC. Welcome back.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for having me. Yeah.
How are things? Let's talk about that first of all before we get into this these great events, actually, not just one event. How are things going at the NAC and one Elgin
They're going
Restaurant?
great. We're right back at it. After COVID, which was tough on everybody, sort of, opening and closing, for over a period of 2 years. It looks like finally everything's back. The stages are all back to normal. Lots of shows. And of course, we're back to what we do best, and that's creating great meals for people.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you started with a great ingredient here. What are we making today? You got some bacon going here.
We're going to feature. I'm just going to make a quick little dish, and this is a dish that we have in conjunction with one of our resident chefs. So we have a resident chef program that we're doing in the restaurant One Elgin at the NAC.
Okay.
And it's basically we're bringing in culinary artists. So. The NAC is a performing arts center.
Right.
We want to tie culinary into that by promoting culinary artists and culinary as an art.
Great idea.
Yeah. So our first, we're bringing in chefs from across the country, 4 chefs every year, and then we're doing menus in the restaurant with them, and we're also doing dinners. And one of the dinners that we're going to be doing with some of our chefs are the chef's table dinners.
Yeah, this is through the Festival of Small Halls, right? So tell me the idea behind the chef's table.
So it's put on by the folks at Blues Fest, and they're running the Festival of Small Halls. And basically, this is a 4 series of dinners that we're doing with a couple of local chefs and also a couple of chefs from across the country.
Okay.
So the first chef that we have coming in is Chef David Vinoya. He's a local chef, works here at the Hilton Garden Inn. Really
nice.
Good young chef, does some really cool stuff. How it works is we do dinners on Thursday, Friday, Saturday night, and it starts August 10th is the first weekend we're doing it.
Okay.
And basically, they come in, people buy tickets. Tickets are about $145. But what that gets you is a fantastic 3 or 4 course meal. And there's also entertainment with the canal as the backdrop. So this is all outdoors on our patio. So like the best patio in town.
I was just going to say, I mean, if you're looking for one of the best, I can't be completely biased because, there are other great patios, but this is one of the best patios. I mean, what a great backdrop to be putting on an event, Kenton.
Yeah, and the tickets go fast. The dinners, we've been doing them for a few years now. Hugely popular. They sell out very quickly. So the tickets are on sale now, and people can go online and get their tickets. But yeah, second chef is Carmen Ingham.
Okay.
Who's actually from the Wickaninnish Inn in Tofino, BC.
Right.
Really doing some really nice stuff. We're actually bringing in some ingredients from BC to feature on the menu. Some nice olive oils and things like that.
Must get you excited, right? Because you get to, I mean, chefs, I think, are like that, right? You meet each other and you get to bounce ideas off each other. What's that experience been like for you?
It's awesome. Having these chefs come in, it's great for me as a chef because, we take things from them. It's great for them because they take things from us.
Right.
But yeah, it gets me excited. It gets our staff excited. The menus are constantly changing. We're doing new things. We're learning new techniques. So yeah, it's been a great experience across the board. Yeah,
this is a great idea. So what have you put in here so far? What have we got in here?
So this is a lobster bisque. It's just a really nice, not too complicated. We've got double smoked bacon. We've got corn. I've got some lobster tail. We've got leeks. We've got onions. Lots of aromatic ingredients.
Right.
And basically, we just cook this down for a couple of minutes.
Okay.
I'm going to get you to hit. We've got a nice white wine there.
Right. Yeah.
So you can give me just. You can just eyeball it and give me,
a little splash.
As heavy as you like it. I like it a little heavier.
Okay.
So yeah, that's good.
You're the boss. I'm just the sous chef here,
Perfect. And we just simmer all that stuff together for a couple of minutes. I'm going to hit this with some fish stock.
Okay. Make that yourself?
The fish stock we make ourselves.
Very
we
nice.
use halibut bones and simmer it down. Super nice. And we're just going to finish it with a little bit of paprika.
Okay.
We'll add some cream.
Tell me about the menu. Like, what have you got going on now? This is an exciting time of year where I guess you're probably transitioning to more of a spring summer menu. What does that look like right now?
So the patio, which we were talking about a minute ago, is just opened up a couple of weeks ago. We did actually Mother's Day we did out there.
Nice.
And we're featuring our previous resident chef, which is LaToya Fagan from Toronto.
Okay.
She's actually a personal chef for the Toronto Raptors.
Oh, you're kidding?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Caribbean influenced chef. So we've got some spicy foods on the menu. Not overly crazy. We've sort of tamed it down a little bit for people, but
nice.
But yeah, some fantastic dishes. With the chef table events, we also have another local chef coming in, and that's Chef Joe Thoughtengold.
Oh my goodness!
You know Joe.
Oh,
Joe's
everybody in the city,
the best,
I think,
right?
knows Joe by now, right? He's going to bring, I imagine, his own flavor. So do you then take on some of these, and put them on your menu because you get some of these new ideas? And I'm sure the same thing happens with the chefs when they go back, right?
We do, yeah. Well, with our resident chefs, definitely we do. So the resident chefs like Carmen, who's coming in, LaToya, who's been here, we've collaborated ahead of time. So to create menus, which we run in one Elgin for about 2 months.
Okay.
And then the next chef comes in and we do menus with them. So it's a very collaborative effort. And then the chefs come in for about a week during that run, and we do some dinners with them. And
fantastic.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's such a great idea. So what's on the menu for the first one coming up? Do you know what that looks like yet?
So Chef David, he's actually a Filipino chef, so he's got some Filipino influenced dishes. So just off the top of my head, he's doing I think a purple potato ice cream as the dessert.
Really?
Yeah.
Purple potato ice cream.
Yeah, some very interesting dishes. And then, like all the chefs bring their sort of, Joe's going to be doing some Indian cuisine, obviously.
Of course,
He owns Coconut Lagoon and Thali. But they all bring their own, what they're doing and their influences. So. And
then do you do your own portion of that menu, or do they bring in their ideas and then you guys are sort of a team at that point?
So it's a team effort. So what they do is we discuss the menus ahead of time. They send me their ideas, and then basically we'll adjust them to be able to do the dinners in the way that we want to do them at the NAC. They come in a couple of days before. We work on the presentations, taste the flavors. Oh
my God, this smells so good. Yeah. And you're serving this with some homemade biscuits here?
So we've got the soup simmering here. As I said, double smoked bacon, lobster, corn. And then just before I came in, we made these are buttermilk biscuits that we'll serve with it. And this goes on our menu starting about the 20th of June.
Okay.
And this was the menu that we did with Carmen Ingham from Tofino, as I mentioned before.
Oh my goodness, I can't wait. I'll have to wait to taste it because we're just running out of time. But great to see you again, Ken.
Yeah,
thanks so much for joining us. It's a pleasure again. Ticket information, OntarioSmallHalls.com. Kenton mentioned it. It will sell out. It's extremely popular, so make sure you get your tickets fast. We'll be right back after this.